Hi, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Alfano, CEO of VegTech Invest. Now, usually I do the Plant Based Business Hour podcast and also the Upside and Impact podcast almost every week. This summer has been a crazy summer, so I've been a little bit out of step. But come mid September, we will be back on track with podcasts and interview series absolutely every week. Until then, I wanted to bring you what I think is a bit of good news and interesting news. So, we at VegTech Invest wanted to offer a webinar specifically for those interested in food systems transformation. So, investing in shifting the global food supply system to be efficient, prolific, sustainable. That all means without animals. So, we thought we would call this first webinar of its kind Impact Investing for Vegans. Obviously, it's not only for vegans, but anyone who sees the value in eliminating, reducing animals from the global food supply system so that we can be more resource efficient and ultimately feed more people by better using our resources like land and water and not creating biodiversity destruction and deforestation destruction and polluting our waterways, etc. So there are a lot of great investment principles to follow when one sees that just like alternative energy and just like electric vehicles, with alternative proteins and plant-based innovation as an investment theme, we can significantly impact climate change as well as food insecurity, addressing feeding people around the world globally, animal welfare, and human health. So if any of this is interesting to you, we have a very specific webinar on August 24th, not right here. On August 24th, you can register by emailing info@vegtechinvest.com. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific and 1 p.m. Eastern. And in this impact investing for vegans, impact investing for food systems transformation, you will learn. Now, some of this is going to be basic. Some of you will say, well, I know that already, but many of you may not. So we will learn the importance of investing in public markets to impact global food systems transformation. With venture, these startups, which are wonderful, and we all place our hope and money in them, that they will change the world, but many of them go belly up and never had an impact at all. So perhaps it's better to focus on the large players that are multinationals around the world that have distribution channels and advertising budgets and enormous teams of people. These legacy companies, not all companies are bad. In fact, many are quite good. And so who are those public, large companies that are leading the way in food systems transformation and biodiversity and deforestation protection and responsible land and water management and reducing animals from the global food supply system? So in this webinar, we will focus on investing in the public markets. What is liquidity? What is diversification? What is risk management? What is an ETF? How does one invest in an ETF? Do you hop on your Robinhood account or do you need a financial planner? Maybe you can do it yourself. We'll talk about your goals, your investing principles, and how to use your dollars to make the shift that you want to see in the world. That's what impact investing is. When you invest for your own returns, of course, and we all hope and want great returns, you invest for your returns and you also invest to make a difference in the world. So this particular webinar is going to be about investing to remove animals from the supply chain for efficient global food systems production and what opportunity lies within. What kind of adoption curve are we really going to be seeing from consumers around the globe for alternative proteins and plant-based innovation? There's a lot that we'll cover in this webinar. It is indeed free. I don't know if I mentioned that. It is free, and it's August 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed that one, there is another one on September 27th. That one is going to be at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. And again, if you would like to register for either of these, you can go to info@vegtechinvest.com. Just send an email, and we will send you the link for the free webinar. We'll be talking about things like what happened to Beyond Meat and what happened to Oatly. And are the only players in town? They are not. There are over 40 healthy large companies globally that are focused on food systems transformation for animals, people, and the planet. So it is not just one or two players. There's a lot of diversification out there. And, we are in a time in the economy when it's high growth companies at particularly low growth prices. So you've heard it said before, buy low, sell high. So this is an interesting time to be talking about impact investing in the public markets. And I hope that you will join me and Dr. Sasha Goodman, Chief Investment Officer of VegTech Invest, on August 24th at 1 p.m. Eastern. That's 10 a.m. Pacific. Register at info@vegtechinvest.com to get the link. And if you missed this one, the next one is September 27th. I hope to see you there.